sadhu. So, dear Dharma friends, once upon a time, there was a king, and at night he was just look at the sky, and he had the question, how many stars in this sky? So then he called his advisors, and there was a wise man. And this wise man came, and the king asked, what do you think, how many stars in this sky? So the wise man need to give an answer because he's wise man, and everybody accept him as wise man. So then the wise man look at the stars and told, it's only one. The king was so mad. And now how it is possible? Look how many things we can see. How you say it is only one? Then the wise man told, the reason, it's all reflection of the sun. Then the king start to understand. So like that, the most of things around us is a reflection of our own consciousness, our reflection of our own mind. And when it comes to life, from ancient time to today, and the people are struggling with different things in their life to look and experience. But from the beginning to today, this entire human civilizations, generations to generations, we all keep looking something very similar, only one. That is the truth. And people went through different generations and different eras and different experience to different directions. But still, each and every person deeper in their heart look for the truth. And later nowadays that we have a very name called genius. And we look at the universities, each and every university is trying to build genius. And if you look the universities like Oxford University, it has 4 departments, 364 branches, academical branches. And more than that, there are some other universities, more than that. So they need an each and every academical unit to create a genius regarding different subject. And the people, the world go for different directions, looking for the ultimate truth. And at the same time, without these universities, without the schooling life, and there are some other people going to the truth through the religion. But anyway, somehow, from which direction you go, even through the academical level or even through the religious level. Forget about the political or economical, they never go towards that way, towards the truth. They go towards the power. Political and economical, they're looking for power. But the academical level and the religious level, they always look for the truth. So what is happening? When you look for the truth, there's a greater challenge come out of the nature. From ancient time to today, and if you start to come towards the truth, remember, you are facing to very great danger. Look at the human history. Whoever introduced something, the name of the truth, he put himself, his life in danger. People crucify that kind of people. People kill, poison that kind of people. If you look for truth, so it is a great risk if you look for, go through the truth. So, but still, from this entire human civilizations, each and every day, everybody in the deeper their heart, they look for this. So then yourself, when you look for the truth, so remember, it is very important not to depending from something or somebody. Why? Because it's mainly that the power, the majority hold by the darkness. So it is more independent journey. Yourself, you have to understand it. Because whatever the truth you are recognize, and it not going to help for others, mostly. They have their own ways. So each and every person, themselves, whatever they experience, that will help for them first. If you cannot get the help through your own understanding, then you cannot help others. So that's why when in this journey, so the very first thing, remember to experience yourself the truth. And another thing is, don't get disappointed. Even whatever the things happen, whatever the difficulties happen. So it's same like a universal nature. This entire universe, the mostly more than 85% dark matters. Look at entire universe, more than 85% dark matters, the darkness. Same thing around us also. So it always when you look for the truth, it is a great challenge, and never get disappointed. And one time Albert Einstein told, when he was ready to die, what he told, in case if he come back, he don't want to become a scientist. He told, it is better I become a plumber. Why he say so? Because it is so difficult. It's a great challenge, and it's a very difficult it is great pressure come from outside. Even look today, if somebody say enlightened, or if somebody say I am a Buddha, or if somebody say I am Arhat, the entire society start to go against that person. So even during Buddha's time, there were a lot of people claim as Buddhas. It's even during Buddha's time, there were a lot of people claim, I am Arhat, I am Arhat, I am enlightened. So that way, it helped for someone to reach to the highest level. And the Arahat name was not a Buddhist name. It was in that tradition. It is a name that introduced to the enlightened master. So a lot of people claim them as enlightened masters. But what the Buddha mentioned, what the Buddha did, and when the Buddha established the community of Sangha, through his patrice, he saw the real qualities for that whatever people look for as Arahata. So, if somebody, even just imagine, just even for somebody, just like the children, and if you ask what do you want to become, who you want to be in the future, And sometimes people like to wearing like a soldiers and taking a toy gun, and maybe they like to become a doctor. So like that, these children imitate. And how about if the children start to imitate like Arahat, and or the monk, or the Buddha, and the people laugh. And look at the society today. So around us, if somebody say, oh, I attain to the Arahat, and people look, it's kind of like something, it's not right. So at least remember, at least that person hold the idea about it, rather than becoming a criminal, terrorist. Look at the world. Nowadays, if you sell drugs and smuggling and human trafficking and selling arms, then that very corrupted pharmaceutical industry, and the telling lies and becoming a political leaders and blaming to others and doing nothing, and people worship them. People go and touch their feet and worship them. So we see it. But if somebody say, and just in the lotus posture and wearing some mala, or the weird things, and closing eyes, and if somebody say, I'm Arahant, people throw stones. So why this truth? Even the idea about the truth get the great challenge. That is the point that you have to understand. Even the idea, because if somebody say, oh, he sell drugs, people don't throw stones. And if somebody, oh, he's a politician, tell lies and corrupted everything and smuggling and doing all the corrupted thing, people don't say anything. They become silent. But if somebody, some monks, maybe, they crazy, but it's some monks, even for the craziness, they say, oh, I am a Buddha. I attain to enlightenment. Why people come against that? Because if the people really think about the society, themselves, or their next generation, they should go against the drugs, smuggling, human trafficking, and all the corrupted leaders and smugglers. So they should go against that. But people become so silent and worship them. Why, when somebody say enlightened, why the people attack that? Just think yourself. Look for answer. I'm not going to tell. I was like observing this. How people, from where it come. So the very nature, we have deeper fear for the truth. We have deeper the sickness of fear to let go. And we have deeper fear regarding the truth. That is where it arises. If you look for the truth, remember, even if somebody tell lies with the name of the truth, and you respect for that because you look for the truth. And there were kings. They jumped to the demon's mouth to just hear one single word of the Dharma. Even it is not preached, he sacrificed his life before he hear he never knew that there was a demon and there was a king, and he looking for Dhamma. He gave up everything and went to jungle, and then he found a demon and told, I am this much old, and I heard the Dhamma. And the king told, please tell me. The demon told, no, I am so hungry. I cannot do that. I have to eat you. So the king came to agreement. Okay, so let's do this way. I climb the top of the mountain and I will jump from top, and you open the mouth, and at the same time you can tell me the Dhamma. By hearing it, I can give my life. So the people was like that. Even just having just little bit about the idea, the truth, they go that way during Buddha's time. By hearing there is a Buddha, people give up everything. Far away they ran to Buddha, look for that. Even they had never idea it's the truth or not. But just for hearing there is a Buddha. So like that, when the day come for you, if you look for the real truth, even if somebody imitate, of course the reality come after imitation. So that's something, that without imitations, the reality is not going to just pop up. So like that, all this, the weeds allow to farm the land. So like that, if somebody imitate as a truth or enlightened person or the arhat, and don't criticize, just let them to be in peace themselves, enjoy their la land, and let them to just be, because if you criticize, you know what is happening, you go against the truth that you're looking for. Not, you cannot change them and you cannot educate them. And if somebody say, I am a Buddha, and maybe you have great respect to the Buddha, and then you go and attack that person. No, if somebody say, oh, I am a Buddha, and appreciate that person. Oh, really? It's like you have a friend. I give you just example. You have a friend in another country, and he's a very good friend. And then just imagine you have a friend in Africa, far away. It's a very good friend, and he's a very nice person. And long time you never met him, but you are a very good friend. So then you go to another country, the other side of the Africa. You go to Japan. Now you just go to a place and then you just sitting. Then there is a person come and ask, from where are you? Oh, I am from Africa. You never going to criticize that person? What you say? You say, you show your respect and telling, oh, I have a good friend, but I never met for a long time. He's a very nice guy, and so like that. And you you show your respect and you become a friend. So if you respect the Buddha, if you have the devotion towards the Buddha, or if you look for attain to arhathood, if you look for enlightenment, so remember, if anybody, even for a joke, Just say, I am a Buddha. I am enlightened. Learn to respect that. Think deeply and try to understand deeply what I'm trying to tell. And never criticize. You're not criticizing that person. You're criticizing the nature of the Buddha. If somebody say, I am enlightened, don't criticize that person. Because why I say it is everywhere happening now. Don't do that. Don't allow. If somebody say, I'm enlightened, respect that person. You not respect to that person maybe. You respect to the idea of enlightenment. So that way your journey become more closer. You go towards that way. But if you criticize, even for just somebody say the Buddha, even for fun or even by misunderstanding, just if they say like that way, if you criticize, you not criticize that person, you become detached from the nature of the Buddha. So try to yourself set up your mind, come out of this mechanism of our mind and try to become completely free yourself from without any dogmas, without any traditional, cultural, systematic methods, and kind of like don't be the third party person to live yourself. Don't be a second class person to live yourself. Have a clear mind and live for your fully capacity, with your fully capacity, and have a human life. That is where you have the great compassion, and that is where you have the great deeper connection with everything around you. That is what you need. So with that, I bless upon, by the power of this all meritorious activities, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. And finally, may you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbhitiyo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi dikayuko bhava. Ettavata chammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. So bless you.